Welcome, everyone. This is the Crimson 15 podcast reporting from inside of our hotel room after day one of the PHX Comic Con. And this was supposed to be more of a lighthearted, everything that happened on Thursday, but actually there was an incident that happened in the upstairs building, the 200 wing. There was a man who brought real guns and a real knife and real ammunition.
Someone got through.
He got through security somehow because they're supposed to check all these things.
Yeah.
And we saw the tail end of it. We walked down the hall. We see a guy on the ground. Phoenix PD had this guy on the ground. Yep. And we're thinking, oh man, did he accost somebody? Did he cause an issue? Because the dude, from what I can say, what I saw for all of a minute and a half as I was walking by, he was crying. He looked like he was someone that was
unstable
or special needs or something. He looked like, I'm like, oh my goodness, this guy's like, I felt super bad for this guy.
Because we didn't know what was going on.
We didn't know what was happening at thing, but I guess apparently afterwards we actually started getting news reports that this guy actually brought real weapons.
Yes.
Somehow he got a shotgun, a real shotgun that takes real bullets, and they said other weapons, knives and stuff. Somehow he got all that into the con. He was in costume. Yes. We saw that he looked like he was wearing like maybe a Punisher costume or a Deathstroke or something. Yeah, it was all a lot of black, and he had like a bandolier that had bullets and stuff on it. So it's just, like a regular like army soldier guy. Yeah. And apparently he made a Facebook post about how he wanted to shoot police officers, and I guess somebody, a friend of his, alerted the police saying, hey, this guy's coming to PHX Comic Con. He posted these weird things on Facebook. You guys need to watch out. So eventually, no one got hurt, thank goodness.
Yeah, well, that's the first thing we're glad
Nobody
about
got hurt, no one got cut, or no guns fired, nothing. The Phoenix PD did an amazing job. They got on this guy, they pinned him, they took all his stuff, and
can't thank them enough. They really
they did a super good job, but the security at PHX Comic Con completely failed.
Yes.
How? Because again, at this con, which I think is like other cons, whenever you have a prop, no matter what it is, you have to give it to a guy, he looks at it, then he puts a tag on it saying, okay, this was checked in. Yeah. Then every time you walk by the gates and stuff, you have to show that your weapon was tagged. So how did this guy get real guns in here?
I mean, unless he had them on his body and they didn't see it,
like stuff in his pants or something.
Okay, maybe, but the thing, how the way they run the thing, shotgun. How do you hide that? So I'm thinking they didn't even realize what it was. They had no idea, and they just let them go through. Which that's a terrible.
Yeah, because if you pick up a real gun, I don't know, I guess real people who don't know firearms. There's a difference between a prop or an airsoft gun and a real gun. There's a real weight to it. It has metal, and you can feel the slide and stuff. Those people should have been alerted at that moment that this guy had real stuff on him. I don't know. Yeah. It just blows my mind that the security completely failed. And then Phoenix's response.
To it was terrible. Then now because of this, they're not going to ban guns that look like real guns. They're not going to even ban things that might even be construed as a gun. They want to ban all props. We're talking that could even be a book if you're a wizard. That could be something called staff. A crystal ball if you're a magic user of some kind, or anything, or the proto packs from Ghostbusters.
Even a phaser from Star Trek.
How stupid is that? Those aren't guns, guys. You're overreacting to it.
So there's going to be people, I know they sent out an email to everyone who bought a ticket saying, hey, by the way, no props whatsoever. But what if someone took, because we have a thing here in Phoenix called the light rail, which is like a transit
it goes from like a few cities, like from like it starts downtown in like Mesa until all the way to Phoenix.
So what if you took the light rail all the way there? You have nowhere to store your weapon. It's not like us where our hotel's kind of close. We can come back and drop something off. Yeah. But what if you you took the light rail from the airport? Yeah. We're going to put your weapon. You just can't bring it in. We're going to do it's just...
Yeah, what you do, they have no system of putting it away for you, so what are you going to do?
It's going to be a mess.
It's going to be a mess, everyone's going to know. And another black guy, again, I blame the staff for not stopping the guy, or at least detaining him until the police got there. But what I also blame is the reaction to it, more than anything else.
It's a PHX Comic Con overreaction.
Overreaction. And from some of the other policy things they've done that I haven't liked, it's just another heap of stuff that now makes me think twice about going all 4 days after this, from this point forward, because I don't know anymore.
If they said no military-style weapons, no airsoft guns that look like real guns.
I can understand.
Everything. Anything and everything. They said prop. So what if you have an animal as a prop?
Yeah.
Does that count?
I mean, this one guy had a funny, like, little kind of like staff thing with like Starbucks stuff on it. That wouldn't even be allowed. That's not a weapon. That probably
you look like the Ghost of Christmas Future.
It was. I thought it was silly and kind of a cute cosplay for what he was doing. But it's like, are you kidding? Like, that's gonna get banned now? I mean, you got to use some rational thinking here. You got to be a measured proportional response, and that's not measured at all.
And then this thing is, this is something that's not going to get national news. Another black eye for the Phoenix Comic Con.
Yep. From all the policies that he did, and this one will top all of them. Because at the end, all you can say about the heat, well, it was in June, that's why it was so hot. I mean, what do you expect? But this is something you could reacted better to. And then again, another thing about the official statement, no probably saying, we're sorry that our staff failed and looking, there's none of that. As a matter of fact, I know this isn't the top people at Comic-Con. We were leaving that day, go back to our hotel room. I heard one of the other staff people telling me we did a good job. Well, as a whole, you guys didn't do a good job. You did not do a good job.
A guy with a real gun got into the con.
We just got lucky. Nothing happened. We're just lucky.
You failed. That's a failure of security.
I mean, and if our tickets weren't so long to get our tickets for our badges, we could have been in the middle of all that. We could have saw all that.
It took forever to get a registration done, and then we went straight to our first panel, and it happened upstairs. We could have been up there during the confrontation. We just saw the guy on the ground.
Yeah, we did.
Phoenix PD had a knee in the back of this dude's neck. And he was on the ground, but rightfully so, because he had real weapons.
I mean, at first we thought, oh, that's a little much. We don't know what we do. Maybe we thought he was just harassing cosplayers. Then
or doing something like that.
Something like that.
Or stole something.
Stole something. And then all of a sudden we thought, oh, maybe he did have, like you said, an
airsoft gun, a pellet gun, or something.
We could still take someone's eye out. No, it turns out to be the worst of the case. No, this guy was there to kill people, or at least kill officers. But even in his post, he didn't even call the other people. He didn't think the police officers were human. Like, that's so weird.
Yeah,
like,
super weird. The guy's disturbed. The guy is a mentally disturbed person.
Yeah, exactly.
Who ruined Comic-Con for all the cosplayers.
Yeah, yep. That were taking weapons, yeah. Or even just props.
Or like, just think, you're a Punisher. What's 90% of Punisher is all his cool guns and stuff. Yeah. Now he doesn't.
Yeah,
have
and I saw a Deathstroke. The guy had a fake bat and he had a gun. Well, now you can't take that now. Well,
or like there was a guy who's Soldier 76 and he made he made his pulse rifle and it looked really good. He could tell he made it by hand. Now he can't bring that. He can't show it off.
And I remember before they announced what they were going to do, their statement after the whole incident happened. I was joking around with my brother here talking about, they're going to ban Mega Man.
Now we have 5 minutes again. Okay. So sorry, we had technical difficulties with the recording, so we're gonna have to splice in part A, part B.
About that.
But you were going on about you were joking about the situation about what they're gonna do.
Exactly, they're gonna do, like you said, they're gonna start banning all like the frigging the Ghostbuster Proton Pack and all that. No, it turns out they really are gonna do that. So it's like, what are you guys doing? I mean, it's awful.
So their answer is to ban everything.
Yeah, ban everything
because they're not smart enough to figure out the difference between a foam sword and a real gun, but that's how stupid the security is.
Yeah,
so they're
exactly.
gonna just ban everything.
And then another thing we didn't even mention, they're even going to make it like one thing traffic.
Oh yeah, they're restricting entrances, and it's really super busy. And there goes a siren.
Oh,
but nothing we do about that.
Yeah, that's what happens.
That's
downtown Phoenix.
Yeah, welcome to Phoenix
or any major metropolitan town. It seems like nowadays.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, it's going on.
So enough of the bad.
Yes.
Let's talk about the good. The first couple panels. They were fun, they were big, very packed, and because they were the smaller rooms, and we showed up 15 minutes before the panel started, and we had to jam in.
And that's because the vendor hall doesn't open until 4:30 on the first day.
Everyone was going to definitely be in panels.
Yep.
And the first panel, people were standing, and you're not allowed to stand. And I'm pretty sure this is true of any convention. Yeah. You cannot stand because it's a fire hazard. Yep. And people were doing it, and they didn't care. Even after they were told it was a fire hazard, they just kept standing. Don't be that jerk. If you see that a room's full, sorry, you didn't come early enough.
Many of times I've been to a panel I want to go to that thought this would be cool. It's super packed. Guess what? Me and my brother don't go into it because it's packed. We didn't get there in time. That happens.
Especially early on.
Yeah, exactly.
And that panel was kind of lame because the guy was supposed to be showing clandestine animes and stuff. Yeah. And he just kind of showed anime clips and didn't even talk about them. He just showed a 7-minute clip and then watch that anime, it's fun. And then he goes to the next clip.
Yeah. And also we didn't mention the last time we recorded this because it got cut off, is that the first guy he did a thing on he was talking a little bit about Lupin a little bit and animes that you would like. He did at least a decent job. He didn't show because his clips weren't too long and he talked. And that's what I want.
Oh, yeah.
Some reaction. But I'll just mention him real quick because I thought that's cool.
Yeah, that was good. Then there was a cartoon panel, the best and worst cartoon reboots. That's how you do it. You talk about it. You talk about you're growing up with this cartoon. Then the reboot came and it was terrible. Then they show a clip. And then they talk about it and interact with the audience back and forth.
Yeah. And they talked about good clips, the good ones, and then the bad ones. So they did kind of a one, here's the good one, here's the bad one, and one in the middle.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I some of the ones I actually did like, but, you know, everyone has their own opinion.
Yeah, as an opinion, she was had this highly independent panel.
Yeah, exactly.
But she was cool about it. Like, there was no, like, arguing back and forth.
Yeah, and she did a little bit too early, but again, you get in that syndrome where you have a whole packed audience, you feel like, I gotta start.
It was in the same room as the last panel. I'm like, oh, let's just stand up and stretch your legs. But then, like, a whole flood of people came, like, oh, sit back down.
Sit back down so we could watch it. And then there was a third panel that was in that same room, where it was crazy.
Yeah. But then there was also the awesomely bad panel, and that was another good. It was like 5 guys. They picked 5 terrible things from the 80s that were so terrible they were fun, and they talked about it. And then each of the panelists up there gave their own perspective on it. That's how you run a panel with guest interaction. Then the Mr. Science Theater panel.
Mr. Science Theater was great too. That was fun too.
The same thing. They talked about how they got into Mr. Science Theater and their personal stories.
And we didn't mention this that time, but they had like a guy just as Torgo come in and they had the music.
Yeah,
you know
really
about Nana's hand.
If you know Torgo, he did a really good job.
He really did a good job. He really tore it up.
But Torgo's staff, that's a prop. He can't bring it.
Exactly. I know we don't want to keep bringing it up, but that's you guys just totally not proportionate response.
Yeah, an unproportionate response.
I would have said, on the light of this, our security failed. We're gonna make sure we're gonna have to probably ban realistic looking guns, but everything else can, you know, it's gonna be allowed because, you know, within reason.
So overall, it was fun. It was the vendor hall was amazing.
Oh my goodness!
Only besides that one panel, the other panels were all good to go, excellent. Exactly. And you know, they had that guy in the beginning who ruined it. But what can you do?
Yep,
craziness.
Exactly. That bottom one has 600 dealers.
For the vendor hall.
And then now the top one has over 100 now. So basically, that would be a normal one for a normal convention.
We've been to conventions that had smaller vendor halls than the side one.
Yeah. That's how much. And they even started to have vendor hall, like little people selling stuff like outside the vendor halls now. That's how much space they don't have now. It's crazy.
And we got to try the new HTV Vive virtual reality. That was cool.
That was fun. Again, I know I want to move around, but there was like a cord right there with the chair. I don't want to hit it.
You can actually dodge bullets and stuff. It was cool, but yeah, you're going to bump into things because your spatial awareness isn't there.
Yeah, it isn't there, so
this is, overall, if you take out that first incident, it was a great day.
Yeah, it was a great day.
So that's going to be the end of the day 1 video. This is going to be Crimson Sin signing off.
And 15 signing off.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, see you later. Bye.